Luis walked with a limp and talked with a whisper. His legs never listened to him properly. His speech came out soft, sometimes twisted. He was born this way, and that was enough for middle school to make him a target. Kids are brutal. They don't need reasons, just weakness, just difference. And Luis was different. He never fought back, never complained, just ducked his head and carried his backpack like it was heavier than anyone else's. And every day, right after last bell, he waited in the back courtyard for his dad. Because his dad wasn't just any man. His dad was Rafael Moreno, the janitor. Rafael had been working at Edison Middle School for 6 years. He cleaned the floors, changed the light bulbs, and pushed big yellow mop buckets through the halls with a quiet focus that made him almost invisible. Most kids didn't even know his name. They just called him the custodian. But to Luis, he was everything. When Luis came home crying, Rafael didn't say much, just handed him a warm towel, ran a bath, cut the crusts off his grilled cheese, and hugged him until the tremors stopped. He never asked what happened. He didn't need to. He'd seen the hallway glances, he'd heard the locker slams, and once, when he rounded a corner too fast, he saw a boy trip Luis on purpose. That night, Rafael stayed at school long after midnight, scrubbing that exact patch of floor, but he never told anyone, never reported it, never raised his voice. Then one Tuesday afternoon, it went too far. Luis was cornered by 3 boys in the locker room. They took his speech device and flushed it. They imitated his voice, twisted and cruel. They called him Custodian Jr. They laughed. Luis sat on the floor and cried. That evening, Rafael found him in the back lot, not just crying, shaking, and Rafael held him for a long, long time. The next day, Rafael didn't mop the cafeteria. He cleaned the faculty lounge instead, where no one was supposed to notice. The principal, Mr. Gallagher, came in carrying a stack of reports. He tripped slightly. Papers flew. Rafael dropped his cloth and helped him gather them. Quiet, efficient, until one page made Mr. Gallagher pause. A printed article from years ago. A young man in a dusty uniform, holding a child in one arm, bandages on his side, a medal in the other hand. Mr. Gallagher looked up, then looked again. "Is this you?" Raphael hesitated, then nodded. Mr. Gallagher sat down slowly. "You're Sergeant Rafael Moreno, combat medic, Iraq, 2003. Silver Star." Raphael wiped his hands. "Was. Long time ago." Mr. Gallagher stared at him. "Why didn't you tell anyone?" Raphael shrugged. "I didn't come here to talk. I came to work and raise my son." Mr. Gallagher leaned back. "What happened over there? It says you saved 6 men in a live fire zone, dragged them to safety under direct fire, and when the rescue chopper came, you refused the seat so a younger soldier could be airlifted." Raphael said nothing, just picked up the trash bag and tied it gently. "I had a duty," he said. "Still do." Mr. Gallagher stood up, watched the man disappear down the hallway with his cart. And for the first time in years, the principal of Edison Middle School realized, some heroes mop floors, not stages. Principal Gallagher didn't sleep that night. He kept thinking about Raphael's face, calm, humble, hiding years of service behind a mop and silence. He couldn't forget the words, "I had a duty, still do." The next morning, Gallagher made calls, checked the article, verified every detail, the medal, the photo, the records. It was all true. Then he checked the school's incident reports. Luis had no formal complaints, but a few teachers had left vague notes. Social isolation, bullying suspected, withdrawn behavior. No one followed up. Gallagher felt sick. By Friday, he had a plan. He called Raphael to the office. "I need a favor." Raphael raised an eyebrow. You want the windows washed again? Gallagher shook his head. I want you and Luis to be guests at our Monday assembly. Raphael froze. Why? Because it's time the school learns who you are. Monday came, the auditorium filled with kids and staff. Most expected the usual, honor roll names, birthday shout-outs, and reminders to wash their hands. But this time, the principal stepped up with something else. Before we begin, I want to tell you a story. He held up the photo from the article. This man is Sergeant Rafael Moreno, combat medic, Silver Star recipient. He saved 6 men during a surprise attack in Iraq. He refused rescue to protect someone else's son. He paused. And he's been working in this building for 6 years, cleaning your messes, helping quietly, raising his own son, a boy many of you know. He turned. Luis Moreno. Gas. The room was still. Gallagher continued. Some of you mocked him, laughed at him, pushed him aside, because he walks differently, talks differently. But you never asked where his strength comes from. He looked at Luis. Would you come up here? Luis hesitated, then stood, walked slowly, and faced the crowd. His voice was quiet but steady. My name is Luis. I know some of you don't like me. That's okay. I used to not like me too. He took a breath. But my dad told me to stand tall, not because of muscles, but because we know who we are. He turned to face his father in the front row. He's my hero, not just cause of the army, but 'cause every time I cry, he listens. Every time I fall, he picks me up. And every time you laugh, he reminds me I'm not alone. Silence. Then someone clapped. Another. Then the whole auditorium. Teachers, students, even the janitorial staff. That day changed everything. The students who bullied Luis wrote apology letters, not because they were told to, but because they wanted to. The school launched a new program, Quiet Strength, honoring unspoken heroes in the community. Luis helped run it. Raphael was made honorary safety director. He got a new badge, but still kept his mop. A year later, a new wing of the school opened, a resource center for students with disabilities, named the Moreno Room for those who walk quiet but stand tall. And every morning when Raphael pushed his cart down the hallway, students stepped aside, not out of fear, but out of respect, because sometimes the strongest men wear gloves, and the bravest boys speak softly, but both are heard loudest when we finally start listening. Thank you for watching. If you want to get more that kind of stories, press like and check out our channel.